Alright guys, how's it going? Just finished watching a short film on YouTube, as ever. This one's called To My Mother and Father. It's good. It's a good short film, but I gotta say now, before I go into anything else, there's the ending bit, right? I hate. I can't stomach seeing. And I know this can sound silly because it's only a short film and it's all fiction. I know, but seeing. I suppose I'm going to spoil the end here, but I can't stand seeing kids or animals get hurt. Now I know it's only fiction, but I'm talking about even in films. If I see something in a film and it's edging towards, a kid getting mistreated or hurt, I just can't watch it for some reason. I can't stomach it. You know what I mean? I start despairing at like human race simply because I know that bad shit goes on like that in real life. You know what I mean? So I'm just sort of saying that because that's relevant at the end of this. Now, I know it's only fiction. I know that, but I don't know. It really sort of touches a nerve in me when I see shit like this. But I won't go on about that too much. I just wanted to get that out there because it sort of made me a bit at the end of this. Anyway, the short film, I'll recommend it. It's very shocking. So if you're into this, definitely if you're into cosmic horror, you'll like it. But basic outline of it is there's a kid at home in a sort of darkened house, and he's playing around in this wardrobe, his mum and dad's wardrobe, whatever. And he's going through this, he finds some boxes with some stuff in, and he empties them out, and then he finds this like really creepy looking mask. It looks almost paper mache-ish, but I've got a feeling it's probably human skin. But he's going through the cupboard. He finds this mask and he puts it on, and then you see a shot of the outside, and his parents. Well, a car pulls up. It's the parents. The parents get out, come in the house, walk in. They sort of call to him. I sort of think, well, why is he at home on his own? Why is he at home on his own? So they come in, go up the stairs, and it shows you that the mum is pregnant. The parents, the mum and dad, go into the bedroom. The kid, sort of, before they come up, he gets in the wardrobe and hides. And it's one of them wardrobes that's got like slats, so you sort of can sort of see out, but you can't really see in, if you know what I mean. So the parents come in, and he's hiding. He's got his mask on still, and the dad sits on the bed, looking real sort of somber and just, I don't know, down in the dumps, I suppose. The mum goes over to the window and just looks out, and the dad then looks, but now I think is it a photo of the kid sitting on their side, bedside table, and he sort of puts it face down. I suppose like you don't want. I think it's a picture of the kid anyway. I don't know, but like you don't want the picture looking at him. Pardon me. Excuse me a sec. Anyway, and then the dad walks over to the mother at the window and just starts sort of grabbing hold of her from behind and sort of groping her like, and the mum sort of reciprocates and they start kissing, and then they eventually the dad pushes the mum up against the wardrobe where the kid's in there watching them, and they get it on, and and right near the end of them doing the business, this kid's looking through the slat at him, and suddenly like it focuses in on his eyeball, and suddenly like something happens to his pupil, gets really small, and just some like weird shit happens, and suddenly, I don't know if it shows you this shot of this landscape, otherworldly landscape with sort of figures walking around. It's like a desert area, but grey with a sort of, it's like a sun in the sky. But I don't know if this is all like in his eyeball or what, but it shows you. I don't know whether it's in his eyeball or he's just getting a vision of something or what. But you see this landscape, and then suddenly these tentacles come down from the sky, and then it just sort of comes out of it, and it goes back to the parents. And I think the kid must make a noise in the wardrobe, because they sort of are startled and they sort of jump back and pull their pants up and that, and they look a bit worried. And they open the door and see that it's like the kid with with the kid with the mask on. And for some reason, the dad sort of drops to his knees and just looks like devastated. The kid slowly walks out of the wardrobe, approaches the mother, who's backing away, and she looks terrified. You know what I mean? She sort of put hand gestures like stop, stop. And then she oh, hold on a minute. You know what? I've just got the feeling. I've just worked this out. I think this kid must have been. I don't know if the dad knows that this mask does some shit to whoever wears it, and that's why he looks devastated, because the kid's got it on. That must be it. Anyway, the mother's backing away and she's like terrified now, and she sort of drops to her knees and she's going like, Jimmy, please. And I'm guessing the kid's name is Jimmy. And oh yeah, this is where it gets. This is where it gets really weirding me out. Right, the kid sort of leans down a bit, and then suddenly pulls the mask up. So the mask's like on top of his head now, yeah. But underneath where his face should be is all this blubbery like goo and just like this pulsating stuff, and this like monstrous sort of face. You don't clearly see it, but the weird bit here is, right, he's pulled the mask. Right, this is the mask has still got the kid's face in it, because where it's on top of his head, you can still see his eyeball, the kid, through it. So it's just weird. It's weird. I didn't notice it the first time I watched it. But anyway, suddenly out of the mask bit where the kid's eye is, this just like this lumpy testicle thing. Not testicle. Oh, Jesus Christ, not a testicle. A flipping tentacle. Sorry about that. Jesus. A tentacle. Pardon me. Anyway, a tentacle comes out of his eye, and then suddenly like tentacles like come out of this monster's mouth. And yeah, oh, this is the bit that really sort of I was talking about at the beginning. It tentacles come out of its mouth, and they sort of shoot into the mother's belly, like they sort of bury themselves in it, and splat. She's laying on the floor at this point, and just blood splatters all over her face, and she's screaming and that. And yeah, I mean the tentacles go into her stomach, and it's at that point I was just like, I mean, because I knew what was going on, and it just proceeds to just pull the baby out of the stomach. And I know it's a doll, Christ, you know what I mean? I know that, but it's just a horrible concept, you know. Just pulls the baby out of the mum, and it eats it. It like bites its head off, and then just drops the sort of the rest of it on the floor. It's just it got me a little bit, you know. It just got me. It's just shock value, you know. It's good in that sense, and I can't complain, because I like horror. I like cosmic horror. I like weird horror. It's just that bit that got me. Yeah. But yeah, that's the end. That's the end of it. Like I say, it is good. It is good. It's a real weird. It's a short, sharp shock, you know. So yeah, check it out if you want. But just be aware of what I said. If you know, look, it's obvious it's a doll. You know, I'm not trying to make out that it's obvious it's a doll. It's just the I don't know. I just don't like. I just can't handle kids being hurt or animals being hurt. I mean, I've seen loads of stuff with adults and that, and then people just getting hurt in horror films. It don't bother me, but when it's a kid or an animal, it just, I don't know. It just sends me into like this despair spiral, you know, because of all the, it just makes you think about all the shit that goes on in the world where kids do get hurt and like animals get hurt and like, I don't know. It just touched a nerve. Anyway, I'll stop banging on about it. I've warned you anyway, so yeah, check it out if you want. To My Mother and Father, it's called. So yeah, have a look, and I'll leave it there. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.